You got to find a balance. You're trying to find that balance, find a new balance. Because we got to talk about how Paul George leaving. And you know what? It's funny that you said something about the show because we talked about this too. You said, hey, if he don't stay, we got to talk about that trade. And look, look at him stepping up there. He all happy. Look, I ain't never seen Kawhi Leonard smile that hard. Doc said, it's not me. It's not me. But it is. Because they got you out of there. Paul George is now gone. I think Russ said he might be coming back. But again, the pairing of Paul George with the Los Angeles Clippers was a highly anticipated one. But it fell short. Do I have to remind you of the trade? I'll do it for the people that forgot. Clippers received Paul George. OKC receives SGA, who now he got a few MVP votes. Danilo Gallinari. They got the Clippers 2022, 2024, 2028, and Miami's 2021 first round picks. They got Miami's 2023 first round picks. It was lottery protected. The Clippers, both 2023 and 2025 first round picks, right to swap picks. They got a bevy of picks. Pick, as Shady McGoy would say. Now we got to put a grade on this. After reading all of that, you sit back and you be like, revisionist history of how you saying like F minus. What they doing PG schools? They got an E. They got an E for empty because they ain't getting nothing out of this. The only thing they got was a few more ticket sales. They got a few more commercials. Paul George got a podcast. Russ found a new way to come off the bench. But again, the Clippers, to me, I got to grade this whole era. I'm going to go with an E. Oh, enough said. Not enough done. I don't even know. You give me some more E's in the comments. Y'all let me know. But yeah, this was a failure. Yeah.
Bro, I was gonna give it a D minus. You know what I mean? But they failed. I'm cool with an E or L because we talk about a team when Kawhi Leonard was the hottest free agent we've seen in a long time. The man went to one team for 1 year and won the championship, and he was a free agent, a two-way player. That's rare. Two-way small forward shooting guard, elite offensively. He can go with the best with them offensively, and is arguably the best all-around defender. We talking about like that. We ain't seen nothing like that since Kobe. Nice. So we like everybody like, yo, we want Kawhi. You know, the Lakers, obviously LeBron, AD try to recruit him. You know, a lot of guys, the 76ers try to get him. A lot of guys try to get him. It was tug of war. And then boom, in the middle of the night, kind of like PG, in the middle of the night, there was an earthquake in California, and the trade was announced. PG and Kawhi signs with PG. Sorry, with the Clippers, and PG gets traded. We were like, oh, we talking about two of the best on-ball defenders and elite scorers on the same team. Oh, it's over for the Lakers. We thought the Lakers had 80 LeBron, but this team, and they got Montrezl Harrell, who won $6 million again that year. Lou Will, who's also a $6 million a year. Pat Bev, Pest, you know. They also had who they had a center. I can't even think right now. But they had a squad.
DeAndre Jordan didn't go back, did he?
Nah, they probably did. But he wasn't the same though. So my whole thing is, we was like, not one, not two, not three, not four, but at least 5 playoff wins. God, not championship. Can we just get 5 playoff wins? Tomo, first year, what happened? They beat Luka, 1 playoff win. Stepped on his ankle, by the way. And then I'm playoff P. And what happened? He played all P on his pants, and they lost. They gave up a 3-1 lead to the Nuggets, and Paul George was horrible. Year 2, they see Luka again. What happens? They beat Luka. Cool. They beat Luka. Kawhi gets hurt. PG leads them to the Western Conference Finals. Kudos to you, my guy. I give you props for that. But you did miss those key free throws in 2 games for y'all to not go to the finals. But I'm going to give you props for getting the Clippers to their first Western Conference Finals. What happened after that, Tomo? Kawhi gets hurt again. And they get to the play-in, and they get bounced by who? Your former teammate, Pat Bev? And he has this historic meme on top of the turnbuckles, taking the shirt off and stuff like that because they beat y'all. So, no playoff win right there. So, right now, we counted 3 playoff wins. Then the next year, PG gets hurt. Kawhi goes in there, beat the Suns, game 1. Then he gets hurt. Tomo tried to warn me, but I didn't listen. And then you lose to Phoenix. No playoff win. And then lastly, this year, first round, you see Luka one more time, and Kawhi gets hurt again. And then PG and James Harden loses once again. So we talking about era in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, 3 playoff wins. And it's supposed to be a championship team the first year they got there. So I give it an F. E. Look at this. Inefficient, eroded, ejected, embarrassing, emotional damage.
That was funny.
Emotional damage.
Literally error. So I would say no. It's an L.
So you said out of 5 years, they only got 3 playoff wins. I would say, Joe, if you was talking about a specific team and their quarterback, man, you'd have been like, Tomo, you don't understand. But here you go, right here. You telling me 3 playoff wins in almost like 8 years? Like, you sure you want to keep this guy? But again, here we go with the new owner. He came in, he was just like, you know what? We're trying to get a fresh start. We're trying to bring a new vibrant thing here. And who didn't want Kawhi Leonard after that playoff? I mean, he ended the super team era. Like, I mean, granted, AD Achilles did pop, and that's essentially what ended it. But the Raptors closing it out also helped too. We're gonna talk about that end of an era too. But Kawhi said I want Paul George. I mean, Doc told Kawhi, or Doc told Kawhi, like, SGA gonna be good in a few years. Like, just wait this out. No,
sure,
I want Paul George. I mean, that's what he said. I mean, he could be the captain. I don't know.
The cap.
But he said it. And look what SGA is doing, and look what's going on with the Clippers now. You got a whole new arena, and now you probably just got to open up your franchise looking like the Los Angeles Rockets, because it's going to be James Harden and a band of brothers. So we'll see. But I'm going with an E. You said, what is it? What's your grade again?
I get an F or E too.
Okay. So, I mean, ain't too much to argue about on that one. I wish
the Clippers also signed. They also signed. What's your boy name? No, they got sent overseas because of the situation.
Kevin Porter?
Kevin Porter Jr., yeah.
So they brought him back?
I feel like it's a good, they got Bones Highlands. He's going to be with Bones Highlands. Wasn't for them, I guess.
They got a good team, but not a good enough team for when you're trying to open up a new arena. Like, you want to open up the arena with the promise of that big 3 potentially getting you somewhere in the playoffs, not the potential of we may be rebuilding next year.
I want to say rebuilding. They still got James Harden and Kawhi.
They may be
Kawhi got to be healthy though.
That's what I'm saying, Joe. That's what I'm saying.
It's about to be the James Harden show.
He wanted Paul George. Like, hey, I'm sorry, Russ. If I'm you, get out of there. Unless they're gonna give you more of a prominent like point guard position. Now, if that happens.
He's in the Nuggets looking at Russ.
I mean, from Russ. I mean, outside of if you don't want to leave, he did have fun on that stage, when they was like, they not like us. So he might just stay because of that. But if you really trying to like close this one out and get a ring, I say go with the Nuggets, man. They're going to give you the minutes. The team, the culture's already there. What Joker say? This is a winning culture. I mean, granted, they lost, but it's still a winning culture. So we'll see. We got a lot more free agency talk coming up. And we got to talk about another team that did a trade